I'd love to start with a land announcement. I acknowledge that I live and work on the traditional territory of the Fort William First Nation in the Robertson Superior Treaty Area. This land is steeped in the rich history and traditions of the Anishinaabe and Métis peoples. I am grateful for the opportunity to live, work, and build relationships on this land. So this is a very exciting day for Wesway, a very exciting day for Thunder Bay and area. We have Kevin Holland with us, MPP, for Atikokan Thunder Bay. Kevin's no stranger to Thunder Bay and District. He was elected a short time ago in June 2022. He has been incredibly busy since then. He's also, of course, well known to the District of Thunder Bay, serving 3 decades as mayor of the Township of Conwy. He's also, for many of us, very exciting, he had been a firefighter, volunteer for 21 years, which in the north we know is an important job, especially in the surrounding townships. And of course, he's also been part of his family business. And we know as a not-for-profit that it is the private businesses that keep us going, that we're so grateful for, that they generate revenue, not only providing jobs, but providing funds for not-for-profits. So we're absolutely thrilled to have him today and to join us at Wesway. So if I could ask you to make some remarks. Great.
So thank you, Daniel. I appreciate the introduction and welcome everybody. It's great to see so many people out today. I'm really happy to be here back in Thunder Bay. So we've risen for the winter sessions or the winter break. So to get back home is always so exciting for me to be able to meet with the agencies and the groups that our government is helping to support and the important work that you're doing. So if I had my choices, I'd be in Thunder Bay all the time, but of course going to Toronto is a necessary part of the job in order for us to get the work done that we need to be doing for Thunder Bay. I'd like to thank you for the land acknowledgement, and it's important for us to recognize the contributions of the Indigenous people in our areas as stewards of our lands for many decades. And I'm pleased to be here today to announce funding for 3 organizations through the Ontario Ministry of Health's Innovative Models of Care. To further support Ontario's innovative models of care, our government is providing over $131 million across Ontario in one-time funding to support the alternative level of care and patient flow initiatives for 2023-24. All 3 organizations receiving funding today provide vital services to the residents of the District of Thunder Bay. And this funding will ensure that their continued operations and support the diversion of patients from acute care hospitals and long-term homes. The first recipient receiving money today is Meals on Wheels for Thunder Bay. Meals on Wheels provides nutritious meals for those who are 18 years or older and who are unable to prepare adequate and nourishing meals on a day-to-day basis due to chronic illness, convalescence, or a lack of cooking facilities. The daily delivery of nutritious meals during the week is essential to allowing them to remain in their own homes as an alternative to hospitalization or long-term care. $50,000 will be provided to Meals on Wheels Thunder Bay to support this vital service. The second recipient of today's funding announcement is Alzheimer's Society of Thunder Bay. Good to see you here. Most of us have experienced the impacts of dementia and Alzheimer's, whether a family member or a friend. Alzheimer's takes a huge toll on people living with the disease as well as their caregivers. The Alzheimer's Society of Thunder Bay provides resources to help patients and caregivers cope, including providing treatment options and management of symptoms to help those living with dementia maintain their quality of life. The Alzheimer's Society also brings awareness to the stigma attached to dementia, and it's important to be aware of the symptoms of dementia as well as ensuring that those with the disease are treated with compassion and respect. That's why the services provided by the Alzheimer's Society is so very important. I'm happy to announce that the Alzheimer's Society of Thunder Bay will be receiving $90,100 to support the services they provide to the community. And the third recipient of today's funding announcement is Wesway. Wesway, as most of you probably know, was incorporated in 1973 by a group of volunteers from Wesley and Wayside United Churches. who recognize the need to provide respite care for families and for caregivers and their families. Caring for those with special needs can be exhausting, and by giving the caregivers a respite, they can return with renewed energy and strength to continue their vital services. Respite helps those with disabilities or health issues stay in their family home, but also offers them an opportunity to socialize and participate in activities while in respite care. Wesway will be receiving $2,546,500 to support them in their important work. Congratulations. So today's announcement of just under $2.7 million demonstrates our government's commitment to support agencies like the three receiving funding today and the important role that they play in providing quality care to the residents of our communities. Supporting organizations like Meals on Wheels, the Alzheimer Society, and Wesway allows members of our community an option other than admission to the hospital or long-term care. I want to offer my congratulations to all recipients and thank you for the services you are providing to our communities. Merry Christmas.
So thank you very much for your kind words. Thank you very much for your money.
Not my money.
We are more than happy to recognize the bearer of good gifts. So on behalf of Wesway, although you've stolen 3/4 of my speech, know that to have that knowledge of what we do is absolutely wonderful. So I want to thank Ontario Health for recognizing the importance of supporting family caregivers in our community. This funding will have a significant impact on the lives of caregivers who are tirelessly providing care and support to their loved ones at home. Family caregivers have told us that caring for their loved one is a joy and a privilege. However, they've also told us that an individual with 24/7 care needs, providing that service, is stressful and exhausting. Pressures can mount quickly. Respite provides the needed short breaks so that caregivers can focus on their own well-being and maintain their own physical and mental health. Caregiving can be physically and emotionally demanding, and having the chance to rest and rejuvenate is critical for their overall well-being and their ability to continue to provide care. An investment such as this in caregivers is also an investment in supporting Ontario's healthcare system. Supporting caregivers in this way plays a vital role in preventing unnecessary emergency department visits, unnecessary hospital stays for either the caregiver or the individual they're supporting. I'd like to share with you 2 quotes from families who are currently using our respite services. The first quote: "The energy, commitment, and love I as a caregiver can give to my family member is often contingent on the amount of respite time I receive. In this regard, Wesway has been essential for my well-being and my ability to cope as a caregiver." And the second quote: "Without the help of Wesway, my comments would not be so positive. Respite has changed our lives and helped us continue on a more hopeful and positive manner. We are continuing together with this help." Once again, I'd like to express my gratitude to Ontario Health for their generosity and understanding of the significant roles that caregivers play in our healthcare system. This funding will make a meaningful difference in the lives of caregivers and individuals they care for, ensuring that they can continue providing compassionate and high quality care. Thank you. So I have my colleague here today, Pam Derry, will give remarks on behalf of the Alzheimer Society. Would you please come up?
Perfect. So thank you, MPP Holland and Wesway, for hosting this announcement. So as well, MPP Holland spoke very highly of the Alzheimer Society. Thank you very, very much. This funding is important to the Alzheimer Society of Thunder Bay as we continue to support individuals living with dementia in their own homes. We support through activation, activities of daily living, meal prep, and a bit of respite for their care partner, sorry. We are continuing to alleviate the pressures on our emergency department, which in essence is vital to our healthcare system. And keeping families in the comfort of their own homes is truly where they want to be. This eliminates unwanted stress and anxiety that is common with a diagnosis of a memory decline. We are able to meet the needs of our clients with a person-centered approach, and we are able to support the client at their stage of diagnosis, which is beneficial to both the client and the care partner. We cannot do what we do without this funding from Ontario Health Northwest. For the care partners we support, to be able to offer this in-home activation program if needed, and to have a consistent and familiar staff member show up every week on a regular schedule is comforting to the individuals with a diagnosis of dementia. On average, a care partner puts in 26 hours of care per week. If we can help and give our care partners a break for at least a couple of hours a week, it's important to keep our care partners and families healthy. Over the past year or so, over 200 in-home activation visits have taken place, and not one person with dementia that we support has utilized our emergency department for a reason that is not an emergency. This program works for our clients and care partners. The Alzheimer Society of Thunder Bay supports over 700 families every year, and every new family receiving support this past year has been offered this in-home activation program. Our resources are limited at times in northwestern Ontario, so we hope this program can continue in the 2024-2025 year so our clients and care partners can receive the support they need. Thank you.
So our colleagues from Meals on Wheels were unable to make it today. I'm not surprised, they are probably literally making meals right now. MPP Holland spoke about the wonderful work that they do, and I think any of us who have experienced the work that they do and the amount of volunteer time that is given to that organization doesn't doubt that that is a wonderful investment to be made. So I'd like to thank MPP Holland for coming today. Once again, I'd like to thank him for the gift. I just can't stop doing that. I'd like to thank the members of the press who took the time to come and see us today and have an understanding of the work that we do and an appreciation for the money that we've been given. So, thank you everybody very much.
Talk a bit about the significant funding that was announced today.
So the funding we announced today of $2.7 million is going to three agencies that provide services to residents, Wesway, Meals on Wheels, and the Alzheimer Society. The services that they are providing really helps avoid hospitalization, emergency visits, or admission into long-term care, and it's an integral piece of our healthcare system. So to be able to provide that money and supporting them and the important work that they're doing is a good thing, and I'm happy to have made that announcement today.
Do you think that this funding will be continued in another year or 2 years?
So we'll review it. It's one-time funding right now. It's $131 million across Ontario, one-time funding. And the idea is that we'll review the program and the funding and the impact that it's had in the healthcare system at that time and see about continuation of funding then. It's too early right now to make that determination as to whether it will be maintained, but it certainly is going to make a big difference here in Thunder Bay. I know my time talking with the agencies about the work they're doing and how important it is that they're able to, again, divert those patients from our overwhelmed healthcare system is vital, a vital piece of the puzzle.